Hey GlassGang, thanks for tuning in. Today we're taking a look at a highly requested build, a Carnivore level 200 3-star build that can single stage the EN06 RAID boss in the first heat wave. That's right, this build is so powerful it can kill the boss in the first stage. As a human, with 3-star non-raid gear, using the Ultracite Gatling laser of all things. Not only am I impressed by this build, but I think you will be too, since you'll never have to worry about fusion cores again. This is a build that absolutely farms fusion cores, meaning it'll never go out of ammo, and you'll always have fusion cores for your power armor also. All that and more in this video. Just remember, this is a 3-star build, so any damage mods like rangers, legendary mods that you add to the armor, or pinpointers or bullies that you might want to add to the weapon will only improve the times here and increase its damage. So you're going to notice that I'm down here while on a team, but I'm not the leader of the team, and I'm in the raid solo. This is because you can join any team from within the raid, and it'll keep you in the raid solo in your own instance. Or you can join a team ahead of time and walk up to the raid entrance, and it'll give you the option to enter the raid solo. You have to do this in order to get the most amount of damage out of this build, because we're getting damage through strange end numbers and taking one for the team that are perk cards on the build that just help improve damage output and survivability too. Tip number 2 I'm going to give you is you're going to notice I'm not even shooting at EN06 to take down the shield, and I'm doing this to give you a clear example of how the build works at taking down the shield. You don't have to be shooting at EN06, you just have to be firing a heavy gun in order to trigger bullet shield to trigger the reflect effect that'll cause the shield to come down from reflective damage. Firing your heavy gun while the shield is up will not only take down the shield, but it'll also stack bullet storm stacks for you so that you have ample amount of damage once the shield goes down. Just focus your fire on the torso, and you'll have to reload with this weapon at least once in most cases, but you will have enough damage and time to kill EN06 in the first heat wave. And sometimes you won't have to reload, you can one-clip EN06 with this setup, but it just really depends on when the shield actually comes down. It's kind of RNG and how many bullets you have left in your magazine. Like here, I just ran out of bullets right before he died, but we were still able to reload and get the kill. And as you can see, we got 3 fusion cores, and sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's none. But with how many times I get between 3 and 4, I'm always up on fusion cores. I'll be farming a lot of stim packs and stim pack supers doing this. You'll also be getting a lot of mutations and aid supplies. So if you have Fallout first and you have the new aid doctor's box, this is a great way to fill that up. You'll also be needing those stim packs because that's how we're staying alive through taking down the shield. You'll want to be shooting the heavy gun and letting go to stim. You want to use 2 to 3 stims and then keep firing again, and then let go and use some more stims. This is how we're staying alive through taking down the shield. And to restart the raid, you just want to go to the data tab under your Pip-Boy, find Raid Gleaming Depths, and reject the quest. It's X on Xbox and Square on PlayStation. I think it might be Tab on PC. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, you can reject the quest that way. It'll put you outside the raids and let you start from the first stage at EN06. This is the Furious Gatling laser I used for the video. It's a Furious, rapid, lightweight, ultracite Gatling laser with the true Gatling laser receiver, aligned long barrel, and reflex sight. This is the armor set I used for the video. It's a full set of Hellcat, troubleshooters, +2 intelligence, sentinels, power armor. The only thing I would suggest changing on this armor is I don't have the calibrated legs yet, so if you have calibrated, put those on. And if you have the torso mod medic pump, that will help a lot with survivability. This piece does not have +2. Because of a perk card we're using in the perk card loadout. With the troubleshooters mod on every piece, it gives us a combined minus 75% damage from robots, making us feel a lot tankier at EN06. The +2 intelligence is really, like I said, to bring up our damage through the science perk card. Up to 40% more damage. And then Sentinels gives us minus 5% damage taken while not moving. So it's very good for EN06 because he doesn't move, so you don't have to either. It's very important to stand still with this armor set to get the most out of it. We'll be taking a look at the special perk loadout and legendary perks. This is my special perk loadout, and these are the base points you'll need to invest in the build. 12 strength, 6 perception, 7 endurance, 3 charisma, 9 intelligence, 10 agility, and 9 luck. In strength, I have bringing the big guns. Your Bulletstorm stack limit is doubled. Easy target, 75% range to crippled targets. Bulletstorm, gain 9% damage per 30 ammo spent, plus 10 max stacks, and with this setup we get 20 max stacks, giving us 180% more damage. Tightly wound. Weapons spin up 60% faster. Lock and load. You keep half of your Bulletstorm stacks when you reload, 1% reload speed per stack, up to 20% reload speed, and this one's a very important one, especially if you're running Bulletstorm and you don't feel like you're getting much damage. It's probably because you're losing all of your stacks when you reload. I had that problem at first, and equipping lock and load fixed all my problems. Arms Keeper. I just have this because I have a bunch of guns on me and I kind of need it right now. Number Cruncher. In Perception, your weapons have 2% increased damage per EP cost. Tank Killer. And Center Masochist. In Endurance, I have Life Giver, Ironclad, and Bullet Shield. This one's very important for taking down the shield. Starch Jeans. Under Charisma, I have Strange in Numbers and Tenderizer. In Intelligence, I have Power User, Stabilized, Science, and Batteries included. This one's very important for bringing up damage on energy weapons. It is why I have +2 Intelligence on the armor. In Agility, we have Gunslinger, Gunslinger Expert, Guerrilla, Guerrilla Master, Packing Light. In Luck, we have One Gun Army, Ricochet, Quick Hands, and Good with Salt. For legendary perks, we have a 2-rank legendary Perception, 2-rank legendary Strength, full rank 4-star taking one for the team, and a 2-rank legendary Agility with a 3-rank legendary Endurance. These are my mutations. Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality. You actually don't want Herbivore. I'm not sure why that's there. That was not supposed to be there. I did clear all of my mutations before starting, but I guess I missed that I didn't clear Herbivore. So anyways, you don't want that one. We are running Carnivore here today. Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, and Speed Demon. Now what I am doing is I'm doing an old trick in order to bring up my intelligence even more, because herbivores do have access to very easy buffs to craft and get even more intelligence. Fungus soup only requires brain fungus and boiled water to craft, and you can find this inside the raids. So this will give you +5 intelligence. Notice how it says 0 intelligence right now. So what I'm doing is I'm actually, I want to make sure you have Strange in Numbers on. You want to join a casual team because it'll have intelligence as a bonus. And then remember what I said earlier about getting a lot of mutations. You want to use a carnivore serum. You want to consume one because this will get rid of the negative side effect, which is you get no benefit from eating vegetables. So by consuming the carnivore serum, we now are able to look at brain fungus soup and see that it gives us +5 intelligence for 30 minutes. This is very good. So now That's good for 1 hour. The buff is active for 1 hour. We have the Carnivore Serum suppresses negative side effects for 1 hour. Brain Fungus Soup +5 intelligence. And for other buffs you can stack with this, you can either do like Psycho, Psychotats, or Psycho Buff. Astoundingly Awesome Tails as well. And Berry Mentats. This one will give you +5 intelligence. I wanted to give a heavy gunner single stage option for carnivore users out there that just like having extra carry weight as a carnivore and having access to food buffs that give you extra carry weight. You can still do all your normal carry weight food buffs with this. But there is something you need to see about how the Science Perk card is currently working. So now we're at +35 intelligence, bringing our intelligence in the Pip-Boy at 18 science damage, which doesn't look right. So we're actually going to go unequip the card and re-equip it and see what happens. 37% energy damage. So sometimes you'll have to do that. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll try to answer you as best as I can. I left some links in the description to some relevant build guides that might interest you if you want to check that out. I also left our Discord link and our GlassGang member link. I'm Ms. Glass, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!